Welcome to TechBrothersIT. In this video, we are going to learn how to add column from examples transformation in Dataflow Gen2 to create new columns. So this is going to be very helpful, and we'll be creating different type of columns, or you can call it derived column from existing columns in this scenario. So here I have a Lakehouse, and I have this data called customer sample, and then you will see customer ID, first name, middle name, last name, and some other columns. And we will be making use of those columns. Here I'm going to go to workspace and then go to the my data flows folder and create a new item called the Dataflow Gen2, and I will call this one df add column. That's all I will be calling this one, and now hit create, and it will be creating our data flow. Here is our data flow. Let's get the data from our source file, and that's in the Lakehouse. So we are going to go to the Microsoft Fabric Lakehouse, and then create a new connection. So if you don't have connection, just provide connection name and your credentials, and you will be good to go from here. I have already provided credential and the name of the connection, and I'm going to hit next. Once you click on the next button, it's going to show you your workspace is available, and I have a sales workspace. Inside the sales workspace, I have TechBro Lakehouse, and then I have files here, and under the files I have this folder called staging, and the staging has our data called customer sample data. Let's click on create, and now we have our sample data available. We can work on this one. Here we are seeing that the header column is coming as a row, so I'm going to click right here and then use the first row as header, and that will help us to read our data more accurately and easy. So now think about scenario. Let's say I have this join date, and if I want to add another column, like let's say a week of the month, or a day of the week, or something like that. In that case, I have to add a new column. And there is a very easy way to do that. We can go to transformation here, and sorry, we can go to the add column here, and then click on column from examples. Once you click there, there are two parts from selection. In my case, I already clicked on join date, so I can choose this one, or from all columns. So this can be switched once we are in the next wizard, no problem at all. So I can select more columns if I want to later on, or I can just ignore some column if I would like. So let's click from selection now, and then once you do that, what's going to happen, you're going to see your entire data here, and then see the column that you have selected. Now here is the interesting part. As you have told, this is a join date, and there is some date data sitting there. Once you click on this new column, this is called column 14. So this is our next column, so you can we are going to rename that column later on anyways. But once you click there, depending on the data in here, it's going to provide us a lot of formulas. So if I click right here inside, so you see that it's saying, hey, guess what, 210 to 24, that's the join date. Yes, so this is exactly what it is providing me. And then in next option, it is telling me, hey, if you would like to add the time to it, so date and time format, I can do that for you. Next, if you want me to do something like this, time zone and all that, I can do that. Or 10th day from the join date. So it is saying, like, if you want to select the day only from here, you can select this one. And then sixth day of a week from a join date. So it is telling you, if you want to select that the day of a week, it is going to extract that. So let's do that. Let's say if we want to do the day of the week, so you see that this is calculated automatically. So it is showing me 6, then 3, depending on the values here. Now think about other scenario. Maybe I want to just extract the year from this data. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and just hit backspace, and then I'm going to be right here. So now you can have further scroll down here, and in this case, see year of from the join date. So now if I select that, it has extracted the year from this date. So there are so many formulas available for me, and you can see right here, I can choose what I would like to do in this column. So in our case, let's say, see, it is in coder. So if you are looking for, like, hey, I want to add a coder, you can click on that one, and depending on the date, it is going to give you the coder. So we are going to leave this column as is. Now I'm going to unselect this column. Sorry, this is good. Actually, we wanted to do coder, and hit OK. Now let's go ahead and add one more column. In this case, what I would like to do, I would like to select multiple columns. So I'm going to go ahead and say first name, middle name, and last name, and I want to concatenate this together. So first I can go to the examples, and here say from all columns. Now in this case, if you see that it has selected all the columns, that is not my intentions, but anyways, if you have done something like that or you want to, now when you click on here, now depending on all these row values, it is showing you so many options. So first it is taking the customer ID and showing you what are the things can be done with the customer ID. In this case, there isn't really much you can do with the customer ID. So you see right here, it is showing you the customer ID. It is next telling you, hey, you want to select the first name, you want to select middle name and last name and all that. So it is going for each of the value, and then it start coming up with the formulas. For date column, you see all those formulas there. For then you go further down there, for is customer is even or odd. So you see that the customer ID, if you are interested in even or odd, though, that you can be done simply by selecting this. So if you do that, see it is showing you all the values in the customer ID if they are even or odd. So those can be done. So this is when you have selected all the column, then you are going to see all those different options according to the different data types available. Those formulas can be applied on different columns, and then you can have the values. Also you can kind of concatenate these columns together. As I was saying, that you don't have to have only one thing. So I'm going to go ahead and unselect other columns and leave this column. So let's say I want to just have this new column, and I'm going to go ahead and unselect this. So I'm interested only in 3 columns. So you see right there, so we have this first name, last name, and middle name. And here what I want to do, I want to say John. So I'm going to go ahead and say type it, and then say A, and then Smith. So if you see that what I'm doing here, I'm concatenating this first, middle, and last name. And once I hit enter, what happened? It applied the same formula that I just wrote for the first row. So that it can be, and it is telling us it is merged. So now you can say that the full name on top of it. So you can apply all different type of formulas. So we have added the quarter here, and also we have added a full name column by using a column from the example. Also, let's say think about some other scenario. In this case, maybe what we want to do, let's say we have this okay, let's say we have an email. Okay, I will select the email, and then I want to go to example, and from example, and here in this see, it has given us different options. So it has given us the email. Let's say we want to find the length of email. So in this case, it is helpful for us to find the length automatically. I can unselect this one, and then guess what, I can select any other column, and then it's going to give me different options. So in this case, let me see if I have some values. Now let's say we have selected the sale amount, and we want to see different operations available on this column. So I'm going to go ahead and click right here, and then you can see right here. So you have 1500.5 sale amount, and then you can go further down here. So there's different mathematical operations are performed on this sale, and then also if you want to see like if this is even or odd, you can take natural logarithm log of sale amount. And if you want to round up, let's say we want to round all these values, so it has rounded for us. So there are tons of functions available depending on the data you have in that column. And you can also, as I said, that you can also combine different columns together, as I did in first name, last name, and middle name together, and concatenate them or merge them. So this column from example really helpful to create a lot of other columns depending on your needs. Instead of you start digging into all those options, because let's say you don't know the formula how to find the first day of the week or the month, or take the year out of this. So these all functions depending on the date time is just available on single click. You have to say this add, and then just go right there, and you can have everything right there in front of you and choose the function that you would like to apply on that, all the values in that data. I thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in next video.